Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. You're here joining me for another Monday mailbag. Yes, we're going to go through last week's pickups, what I got in the mail, and kind of showcase it all in one nice tidy video here for you. I hope you guys enjoyed a great Sunday. Football starting again. It feels great. I just sat on the couch and worked on my computer and watched football. It was an awesome day. I don't ever really like being a couch potato, but for some reason Sunday football days make it all the better. Tonight, Monday Night Football, of course, another great evening to enjoy football. So it feels good. Sports are back. Fans are in the stands. You know, all the things feel kind of right again. So really excited for that, and excited to let you guys know that I have a video dropping later this week from my very first card show video. I've done quite a few card shows as a dealer, but first time trying to capture it. But I have a confession to make. I did a really bad job with the sound, and I don't know what happened. I was using this GoPro here, and I had it on a tripod on my table, and I was trying to capture people coming up and working deals and all that good stuff, but the sound was just not capturing. I don't know if it was because I had it inside of a one of these holders or like what the issue was, but regardless, it did not work very well. So I'm going to kind of look into that and find out why, and next time I'll fix it. But what I'll probably do is just do a voiceover and show parts of the video, the kind of the highlights of the show, of some of the big deals that went down, because there were some pretty big ones, which I'm excited to share with you. But unfortunately, it didn't pick up anything else except for like kind of a weird humming, mumbling sort of sound the whole time. So anyways, we'll work through it. I think the video will still be enjoyable, and I'll do my best to kind of dictate what happens. So anyways, that's all I got on the kind of house cleaning stuff. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, that would be amazing. We're getting close to 200 subscribers, which I'm going to do another giveaway for some football product. So keep your eye out for that. We're getting close. I think we're about 11 or so subscribers away from 200. So as soon as we hit that, we will pump out a video, and we will do some box breaks and giveaways. So keep your eye out for that. Hit a like too if you enjoyed the video at the end, but we'll get into it right now and enjoy the mailbag. All right, getting into this. It's a Jedrick Will select. Just kidding. Let's see here. Somewhere. No, it's none of these. There it is. All right, so this is a Jack Grealish Mosaic Scripts autograph card. This is a sticker auto, so not super great, but at least it looks decent on the card. It doesn't look too terrible. Sometimes the stickers are like on top of like a colored area, and it looks really obvious it's a sticker. So Jack Grealish is he's a pretty hot player right now in terms of his collectability, so I wanted to grab up some autos of him. He only has a couple autos really. He has this one. I think he has an impeccable or one of those kind of higher end ones, immaculate, whatever it is. But yeah, not too many out there, so this looked like a nice one, and these are fairly cheap. I think I got these for under $100. So if he continues to he's like adored in England. So I mean, he's just one of those guys where the girls love him, the guys respect him. It's like one of those players, kind of like a Ronaldo or a David Beckham, sort of. Not saying he's as good as Ronaldo, but in terms of like his likability and his like fan base, definitely has that. So anyways, I thought it was a good pickup. I actually got a couple more of these coming. I ordered a couple of them just because I wanted to maybe grade one and then hold one for future. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh, sweet. Cool. So, if you've been watching my videos, I've been on a kind of an SGC tear lately as far as picking up SGC 10s and 9.5, just because they're so underpriced. It's unbelievable. And if the day ever comes where PSA ever reopens their, kind of lower grading levels, even like a regular service that might be, you know, $100 or something, like this is something I would totally crack and sub to them. Just knowing that it got an SGC 10, I feel pretty confident it would get PSA 10. So, you know, the $100 or whatever it would cost would 100% be worth it, because this is probably about 50% of what a PSA 10 costs. And, you know, it actually looks pretty good in the slab too. I don't know, man. SGC is like growing on me more and more. I've never like not liked them. I just, you know, everyone always has you know, their opinions about SGC, so, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think this is a beautiful card. You know, again, I've been picking up basketball for the last month and a half or so, just kind of getting ready for the season, because I just, you know, feel like everyone's going to be, as soon as football kicks off and, you know, the games start going, I think everyone's going to turn to basketball shortly thereafter if they haven't already. So yeah, it's a good time to be scooping up some of your prospects for next year. And I think Trey, you know, took his team pretty far this year with a lot of his key players not playing in the series. So I think that, you know, if they have a healthy team next year, maybe they can make some, you know, pickups to beef it up even more. I think it could be a real interesting time in Atlanta to maybe, you know, even run it back to the Eastern Conference. But I don't know, you know, we'll see. It's gonna be a tough season this year. You'll see how, you know, how many teams are gonna be competing out east. You know, Atlanta's got their work cut out, but you never know. It could happen. All right. I don't know what's in here. Feels like a lot of stuff's in here. We'll put it real close to you guys here. What is it? Oh, cool. Okay. Nice. All right. So I do a lot of dealing, and when I set up my showcases, I have these. Here, I'll show you. Give me 2 seconds. So I have these little containers. I don't use the, you know, the single shoe or the double shoes or whatever you call them. Single row, double rows, like cardboard ones. I bought these plastic ones. These are actually like made for your refrigerator. So you put like your soda cans in order, but they look how perfect they fit a top loader in it. So I really liked it because it was plastic, and I printed these little labels. So, you know, I got your 50-cent cards. So I have a few of these. One is like 50-cent cards. One is $10 and under, and then one is $50 and under. And so I just put these out for people to look at. And I wanted some sort of a divider, because I was having, you know, people that weren't really interested in soccer kind of having to, you know, pan through all the cards to find like football, because they didn't want, you know, soccer or whatever. So I was watching a Card Collector 2 video, and he got a package from this guy, and he made actual dividers for individual players. So these are really cool, because you can stick these in your you know, your one shoe or two shoes or whatever it is, or your, you know, plastic containers like I have, and it'll separate out the different sports, because I had him made it by sport, not by player, because I thought it'd be better for people to like just be able to find, you know, quickly find a sport that they're interested in, instead of looking through all the cards, you know. So anyways, this is his information right here on Instagram, and I just shot him an Instagram message, and I was like, hey, I saw your stuff, it's really cool. And he's like, great, what do you want? You know, I told him I want you know, I want a divider for each of the major sports that I collect, so people could find them. So he made one so he made 4 for each, because I wanted to have them for multiple, you know, containers if I had, you know, more than one. So that one for hockey, then he made one for basketball, and then this one is for baseball. It's really cool. So I just told him he, you know, he got the logos and whatever, and then the UFC, which is awesome. So I'm gonna start putting more and more like UFC and stuff out there, and then soccer, and then football. So there you go. So those are like the main ones that I carry. You know, if I ever got like F1 or, you know, anything else like that, then I would, or golf or whatever, like I would get more made. But I mean, they're so cheap. They're like, I think he makes them for like 60 cents each or something like that, but they're nice, like solid plastic, so not gonna, you know, wear and tear very easily. So yeah, super excited to have these. So yeah, check this guy out, CG Sports Corner. Really nice guy, super easy to work with. Literally just did it all through Instagram Messenger, and I think I just paid him via Venmo, and here they are like a week later. They showed up at my mailbox. So very cool. Glad I can give him a shout out. Okay. I have OCD like that on my. You guys will see when I start doing these dealer videos. You'll see my my table. It's pretty. I'm pretty particular of how things look, and I don't like it to look like sloppy or, you know, the people that just like set cards on the table without having a showcase. Yeah, no disrespect if that's you and you're watching this video, but that just gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. I'm just like, get a case. Organize your cards. Oh man, it's funny. Cool. All right, so this, I'm glad this arrived because I wanted to have this for the show I'm doing this weekend. This is one of the paper Topps cards that, these are actually like harder to find than like the Topps Chrome, because for whatever reason the Topps Chrome pop up pretty often in the, you know, the parallels and the colors and all that stuff, but very rarely will you see the paper pop up. So I saw this one, this is the camo, and I reached out to the guy and I was just like, hey man, I was like, would you be willing to take this down if I just made you an offer? And he was like, yeah, let's talk. So we ended up doing an off. We did it through eBay still. We didn't go off eBay, but he just, you know, took down the bid listing and then he put it as a buy it now. So I just jumped in and bought it right away. So super cool one. I've never, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this one pop up. Like I've seen the gold pops up pretty frequently. I have the pink paper as well. I'm trying to think what other colors there are. I know there's a few other colors. I think there's a black and maybe a purple, but anyways, the camo just very rarely pops up. So it's numbered out of $3.99. If you guys can see that, it's not like embossed. This is in the, there you go. This is in the little green area there. So yeah, really cool card. Again, you know, Russell stuff is my PC. So this is a cool one that I did not have and have not seen. So very happy to have that. All right. Let's crack open this. Interesting. I don't understand why this. I don't even know. I shouldn't even ask questions anymore. Just open it. Alright. That should work. Oh boy, it's a big one. Okay. Good thing I took my time. All right. So a little, you know, risky play. Picked up this Patrick Mahomes pink hollow rookie here from a guy on eBay. We did a little buy it now sort of situation. It looked really clean. He gave me a, you know, a fair offer. I thought it was good. So, you know, I'm hoping that the card checks out once I take it out of the sleeve and start looking at surface and everything. But such a dope card. I mean, graded, these go for, you know, a couple thousand plus. So I mean, again, my vision would be to grade this, obviously. So I hope that I can hope this comes out back in a nice condition, because I really want some nicer Mahomes stuff right now. Every time I get stuff in, that seems to sell really quick. I mean, granted, that's why I deal, right, is to sell, but kind of need to start holding back a few things, because I feel like every time I sell something, I'm like, man, I should have kept that. Because it's just like, you know, Mahomes is just one of those guys where you just know in 10 years, you know, his cards are going to be worth quite a bit more than they are today. So always hard to let go of stuff like that, but you know, so you also got to keep stuff moving and not get, you know, tied down to things. So it is what it is. All right, cool. So here is a nice 2021 select Cyril Gahn rookie card. So if you don't know Cyril Gahn, he's a heavyweight contender, undefeated, I believe, right now. With he's from France, so pretty cool story. Just want to start grabbing some of his stuff. He's got two, you know, cards right now, one in Prism and then here in Select this year. So he's, you know, 2021 rookie card supposedly. you know how that goes. Not really a rookie, but you know, rookie-ish. But anyways, real hot prospect right now. I know he's one of the most probably highly collectible newer UFC fighters, because he has a real clear path to become heavyweight champion. He has to beat Ngannou, but you know, he looks like he's like a welterweight the way he moves. I mean, he's fast, he's light on his feet, he's got the whole package, and he's huge. So I think that, he's got a real good shot of winning the title, and at that time I think all his cards are going to spike. So I've been grabbing up a few of his stuff. You can still find his select stuff for fairly cheap. His Prism stuff has already kind of gotten really high. Obviously Prism always carries a higher premium, but I think overall, you can still find kind of like lower end parallels for a decent price. When you start getting into like the real short printed stuff, like the real low number stuff, it's gonna get a little bit pricey. But I would stick to like the sorry, I forgot to show you this one. So this one, actually no, this one isn't numbered. This one is just the whatever they call that, the disco thing or whatever. But if you can find someone like out of 200 or out of 250 or whatever, like you'll probably be able to get those still for like under $50. You just got to kind of keep your eyes open and look around, because they're out there. Just got to keep looking. Okay, let's get in here. Feels slabbish. All right. That was. Okay, well sent, well protected. Okay, so this is my very first HGA slab. Not that I was trying to buy an HGA slab for any reason, but this Aaron Rodgers was a really good deal even in this HGA slab, so I figured why not? It was, more or less what they're going for raw. So, and plus HGA does a pretty good job on what I've heard is that they do a pretty thorough job grading in terms of, in comparison to, PSA or whatever. So an HGA, high grade HGA is typically hard to get. So anyways, this one had all 9 5s except for the edges. It got a 9, so I don't really know what the edge issue is specifically, but yeah, it was a cool card. Nice downtown Aaron Rodgers. Like, bullish on Rodgers this year. I think he's gonna have another, big year, but especially, it being the last dance or whatever you want to call it for him. But yeah, pretty sweet card. I love these downtowns. I think they're really hot right now, especially in the current market, so I figured I would grab one. I do have a Russell Wilson one that's at PSA right now, but that's my only other one I have, so I'd love to grab a couple more. I'd love to have a Brady and a Mahomes as well. Pretty sweet. Okay. And here, okay, cool. Another one for the old Kobe Rainbow that I'm kind of sort of not really working on. Would love to finish one day, but it's gonna be a tall task. So this one popped up for a fair price, so I grabbed this one. This is the red wave, I believe. I have the purple wave also, but the red's not a great color match. It doesn't really go with anything, but I figured, hey, it's still a nice Kobe parallel, so I figure I'll grab this for the collection, see if I can continue to chip away at some of the colors that I still need. I need a lot, so I don't want to make it sound like I have a whole bunch. I got like 4 or 5 right now, but missing all the really expensive ones, of course. There was a really nice blue that was on sale. It was already graded though, so it was a little expensive, and I was like, I'd rather get them raw, because I don't really plan on like selling them. I just want to kind of get them for my PC, so I'd rather have them raw graded myself just to kind of save the money versus buying them graded. But if one came up that was like a super good price, I would probably scoop it up. Okay, let's see if we can get through this. There we go. So this looks like it's going to be a soccer card because they stacked it with soccer fillers, which usually makes sense. Like stocking with something totally different, even though that has happened before. So this is the new Topps Chrome MLS, which I haven't even seen yet, just to be honest with you. It's interesting. It's actually a pretty nice, decent looking card. Yeah, my MLS knowledge is next to none, so I couldn't even tell you if any of those were decent. But anyways, this is the card I got. So I got another one of these. I had one already, but I'm pretty high on Jack Grealish. I think he's gonna kind of carry that that kind of, I don't know how I say, like the English sort of heartthrob, like how Beckham was, in his days. Not saying that Grealish is as good as Beckham, but he's solid, and he did just break the record for the highest transfer amount, like 100 million or whatever it was. So, I mean, he's no slouch. Don't get it twisted. He's solid, but I just felt, I feel like he's got a really big hobby following, specifically because he's a good-looking fella and the ladies like him a lot, a la David Beckham. So, I just figured there's very few cards of him right now that are out there, especially autos. So I figured, I can grab some of these for, around $100. And, if he ends up becoming a big deal, or, England ends up going far in the World Cup or something, I could see those, having a nice jump. And I'm probably end up grading those. Maybe I'll send those into SGC, because I don't think they're quite ready for like a PSA level, but could be a good SGC play. The card was 100 plus 30 in grading. I could see that card selling for, $200-300, no problem. Graded, of course. Well, I know what this is because I can see it, but I guess I'll just rip it. All right. Cool. So, got another Cyril Gahn. This is the Select Blue, which I like because it matches his shorts. He always wears blue shorts in his fights. This one looked pretty good. I want to say it's like perfect centering, but it's not terrible either. Yeah, so nice Cyril Gahn rookie card. Like I mentioned already, him and Ngannou are probably going to end up fighting. And, just figure pick up some of his stuff now before, the big fight, because that's going to be a monster fight. So this is numbered out of 49, so it's a nice short printed card. Yeah, so I'm just, looking for more Cyril Gahn right now. I do need to get a Prism, because right now I only have Select is my only one. And Prism is obviously the king, so I want to grab some Prism stuff, but I'll take the Select also. Oh wow, that's got a big old bundle of filler cards. Okay, well we'll look at this one, which is what I got. But wow, this guy's sent like a lot. Kind of like it's almost like a little irritating, because if there's like nothing worth having in here, I'm just like, cool. Now I gotta like figure out what to do with all these cards. It's just like, okay, there's a Phil Foden in there. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, trust me, I got boxes and boxes of basically cards that aren't worth, the stock they're printed on. But I just, I don't really ever know what to do with them, because I'm always just like, I feel bad. Like, I've donated them before and I've done stuff like that, but I've never it's hard to just like throw them away, because it's kind of, feels like wasteful. But anyways, yeah, hey, Phil Foden's cool. I'll take that. It's not a rookie or anything, but it's still Phil Foden. What, second year? Right, here's 19 rookie, I believe so. Yeah, second year, whatever. So here's the card I actually wanted. Mr. Lewandowski. Yes, pretty dope. So what's interesting about soccer is it really isn't too much on-card autos. There's like some. I'm not saying there aren't any. There's definitely some, but they're very rare. And I don't know if it's because of the international challenge of getting players to sign and stuff, because you have to kind of chase them around and stuff to get them to autograph stuff, versus just sending them a bunch of stickers to sign. So that could be it. But over the years I've noticed that there's just like a handful of sets that'll come out with on-card autos, and they're usually the more premium sets. Immaculate is pretty much the premium soccer set. They have Noir and some other stuff too, but like for the most part, Immaculate's kind of the go-to. But even Immaculate, like there's in that set, there's not that many like on-card autos. There's some, but there's not that many. But anyways, regardless, I wanted this card, even though it's a sticker. A beautiful auto. It's pretty solid. There doesn't look like there's any like streaking or weirdness going on. This is numbered out of 50. So yeah, modern marks, Robert Lewandowski, Immaculate. This is from 2020 Immaculate. So yeah, I think it's beautiful. My first Lewandowski auto, so I'm excited to have that, because I really enjoy collecting him. He's definitely gonna go down as one of the big guys in the soccer world. So very cool. All right, that is a wrap for another Monday mailbag. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. Hope you enjoyed some of those pickups this week. If you haven't yet subscribed, you got one last chance before the video's over. Hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, you made it this far, why not hit the like button? All right, we'll keep an eye out this week for the first first edition of the card show video, which I'll be dropping here some point this week. I got to finish it up. There's quite a bit of footage to go through. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got for now. So enjoy your Monday, everybody. Hope to see you on the next video. Until then, peace.